It's a dirty dust-up between two incredible teams next on Quiz Kids.
It's the Bay Area Quiz Kids, brought to you by the San Mateo Credit Union. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Hi, thank you for joining us again. I really blanked out on the names of those teams because it was going to be a really good statement, but we have two amazing teams here for our Elite Eight. Over here we have the Menlo Knights. And they're dusting it up with the Spartans from Mountain View High. Let us say hello to the Knights with Catherine Pavlov. Catherine, just for fun, you've been fencing for quite a few years.
Yeah, I fence at the Peninsula Fencing Academy.
Yeah, you use epées and foils. You've been doing it since the 4th grade in summer camp. But it's not like you do it competitively. You just kind of put on your cape, run around the house, do a little Zorro, a little Three Musketeers, kind of like that?
Just for fun, yeah.
Fantastic. I will not cross you today. Brian Cooper. Brian, last time we were talking, or earlier on this season, you were playing Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart in Amadeus, the great play. And now you are in the process tonight of taking a more Mozartian role in real life.
I actually just performed the Mozart Clarinet Concerto with the Menlo School Chamber Orchestra.
Wow.
I played the solo part, so.
You were the solo part. Did you kind of wear your hair kind of crazy? And...
Well, that comes naturally, but.
All right, good. Good for you. Congratulations. Hidehiro Anto, you recently took a part in your lacrosse tournament against 4 other schools?
Yes.
How'd you do?
We won.
You won against 4 other schools. And that's the only 5 schools in the world that still play lacrosse.
Yes.
Fantastic. Congratulations. All right, you guys, it's time to earn some points. I am going to give you 3 categories to choose from. They are Produce Department, Ham It Up, or Hubba Hubba.
I think we'll go with Produce Department.
Produce Department, all right. Each answer is or contains the name of something you'd find in the produce department of your local grocery store. Okay? Good luck. This is the nickname for John Chapman.
Broccoli.
Johnny Appleseed.
Oh.
Next, women lack this protuberance on the front of the neck.
Adam's apple.
The Adam's apple, right. This is the royal house headed by Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands.
Orange?
Yeah.
Orange.
Yes, the House of Orange. This is an indoor sport that is a close relative of racquetball.
Squash. Squash.
Squash. It's the Lorraine Hansberry play about the working class younger family.
Raisin and Sun.
Raisin in the Sun.
Right. It's a Bronx cheer made by sticking out the tongue and making wet, rude noises like
Raspberry. Raspberry.
Right. And finally, in the theater, it's meaningless chatter. In baseball, it's an argument.
No,
if you're standing in the chorus of a musical, you go rhubarb, 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 and it sounds like real talk. That's 50 points for you. Congratulations. We'll be right back. With the Mountain View Spartans, gentlemen, we asked you to just class it up a little bit, and look what you did. You put on a tie over that stuff. And I understand, Zach Blumenstein, that you were actually all dressed up this morning. You could have brought your outfit here. What were you dressed up for?
Well, it was a dress rehearsal, so it sounds like I was supposed to be dressed up. I was in street clothes, but we were rehearsing for a concert that we have tonight in my youth symphony, the El Camino Youth Symphony.
With a big guest star.
We're going to have David Kim, the principal violinist of the Philadelphia Orchestra, play a concerto with us.
And you're going to dress like this for David Kim? Yes?
Show off school pride.
Yeah, right, good. Brad Friedman gets a T-shirt. Josh Cohen. Josh, y'all seniors, so you're all worried about colleges. How's this college hunt going for you?
It's going pretty good. I got into Berkeley the other day. I'd still like to get into Georgetown, which I don't find out about for about a week still. That would be my top school, but Berkeley seems pretty nice also.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Good for you. Matt Solinero, you have nothing important and original to talk about, so you're going to follow in the heels of Josh.
Yes.
You're also looking for colleges. What have you gotten into so far?
So far, I got into UCLA,
And
which
also
nobody
UC
else
San
is doing
Diego.
this year, so that's great in
Yes.
itself. And where else are you looking for?
I got into UC San Diego and Davis too. So
Now it's time to just make a choice.
yeah, it's going to be difficult.
All right, well, good luck with that choice. And good luck with choosing your category for this first round. It's going to be either ham it up or hubba hubba.
Ham it up.
Ham it up. Nice Jewish category. Yes, all the answers are kosher or no, they're not. All the answers contain the letters H-A-M. It's the Westminster residence of the Queen of England.
Why do I not remember? Buckingham Palace.
Yes, now you got it. It's the lizard known for its ability to quickly change color.
Chameleon.
Chameleon. He was Robin Hood's nemesis.
Sheriff of Nottingham.
Right. Built during the 13th and 14th centuries, it was the citadel of the Moorish kings near Granada, Spain. Alhambra. This member of the first cabinet was ineligible to run for president because he was born outside of the United States.
Alexander Hamilton.
Right. It's slang for New York City, even outside the world of the comics.
Gotham.
Right. Finally, Nassau is the capital of this chain of islands.
Bahamas.
You got it for 60 points. We will be right back with the three-for-all. And we're here to thank the coaches from both teams. First from the Menlo School, Mr. Richard Steinberg. And our coach and friend from Mountain View, Mr. George St. Clair. Catherine and gentlemen, pick up your buzzers. It's time for the three-for-all. That's not very funny. But anyway, the toss-up questions are worth 10 points. If you give me the right answer, your team will control that round. It's 60 to 50. Good luck to both teams. Here's the first toss-up. Mary Pickersgill sewed the flag that came to be known as the Star-Spangled Banner. Over what Baltimore fort did it fly? Josh.
Fort McHenry.
For 20 points, everyone knows that Francis Scott Key penned the poem that became our national anthem. What was Key's profession?
Bartender.
Very close. He was a lawyer. Take one artificially aged human skull and an orangutan jaw, and you can make your own version of what early 20th century hoax? Josh.
Java Man?
No.
No.
You can steal. It's known as Piltdown Man. California's highest and lowest points are only 100 miles apart. At 14,495 feet, Josh.
Mount Whitney.
Southeast of Mount Whitney lies what valley that's the lowest point in all of North America?
Death Valley.
And the 50s TV series Death Valley Days was hosted by what future president?
Ronald Reagan.
That's it for 40 points. Philadelphia teenager Andrea McArdle got her big break in 1977 playing what comic strip character on Broadway? Brian.
Annie.
In 2007, Forbes magazine named him the richest fictional character. Who took Annie out of the orphanage?
Warbucks.
That's right. Andrea McArdle's husband, Ed Kalahoff, composed the showcase themes for what TV game show?
Oh, Price is Right. Price is Right.
That's it for 40 points. This rare element is a member of the platinum group and has atomic number 77. What metal is found in abundance in the tertiary layer associated with the extinction of the dinosaurs? Zach.
Iridium.
What metal with atomic number 27 has a chloride that's pink when wet and blue when dry?
Aluminum, I think so. Aluminum.
Cobalt. In tennis, it refers to a ball hit before it hits the ground. What is this term that can also name... Yes, Josh?
Volley.
Yes, volleyball was invented by William G. Morgan at the Holyoke YMCA in what eastern state that's also home to the Volleyball Hall of Fame?
Holyoke. Massachusetts?
Yes, a variation of volleyball played with a medicine ball and a net is named for which predecessor of FDR?
Hoover ball?
Hoover ball is right. Which Persian ruler gave up all hope of conquering Greece after the 479 BC? Josh.
Xerxes?
Yes. Xerxes lost control of the seas at what battle the year before in 480 fought off the coast of Athens?
What's the one with 300?
That's not
The 300 battle.
Salamis. Chow mein has crispy noodles. What do we call a Chinese dish that features soft noodles? Zach.
Lo mein.
The dried saliva of cave swifts, really, I'm not making this up, is the main ingredient in what Chinese soup?
Bird's nest.
Bird's nest.
Yes. Originally, the nests were harvested from enormous limestone caves at Gomantong and Nia on what third largest island in the world?
Taiwan.
Borneo. Lithium, potassium, and rubidium all belong to the alkali earth family, also named for its second member whose atomic number is 11. Brian.
Sodium?
Yes. The alkali earths are part of group 1. What gas is part of group 1 but not an alkali earth?
Hydrogen.
Yes. Alkali earths like sodium react strongly with halogens like chlorine to form what kinds of compounds?
Salts.
You got 40 points. The whiskey ring was an 1875 scandal during the administration of what general? Yes, Josh.
Ulysses Grant.
Right. The whiskey ring scandal is said to have contributed to the end of what era by 1877?
Reconstruction.
For 40, during Reconstruction, Northerners who moved south were called carpetbaggers. What was the name for Southerners who supported Reconstruction?
Scalawags.
You got 40 points. Operated by NASA, the Space Center in Houston bears the name of which ex-president? Hidehiro.
Johnson.
Johnson was one of only 2 presidents born in Texas. Which 2-term Republican was born in Denison, Texas?
Bush.
Nope, it was Eisenhower. We will be right back after these messages. For all, let's go to the next toss-up. What artist was born as Domenikos Theotokopoulos? Yes, Brian.
Greco. El Greco.
That's right. El Greco was actually born on what largest Greek island?
Crete.
Crete.
Right. For 40, Crete was the center of which of Europe's first advanced civilizations?
Minoan. Minoan.
Minoans is right for 40 points. It's generally navy blue, not green. What's the vegetable-sounding name of a black or blue double-breasted wool jacket? Brian.
Peacoat.
Peacoats are generally blue due to the fact that they were part of the standard issue uniform in which branch of the armed services?
The Navy.
For 40, a peacoat style for women is named for what stylish first lady and shipping heiress?
Jackie Kennedy.
Jackie Kennedy.
Jackie Kennedy Onassis is right. This piously nicknamed ruler of England was the second last Anglo-Saxon king. What king died childless in January 1066, leading to the Norman conquests? Hidehiro.
Edward.
Any more?
The sixth.
No, no. You can
All
steal.
right. Edward the Great. Edward the Great.
Edward the Confessor. First identified as being high redshift sources of electromagnetic energy, what do astronomers call energetic and distant galaxies that are the most luminous objects in Hidehiro?
Nebulas.
No. Luminous objects in the universe. The most.
Quasars, yeah.
Quasars.
Yes. Quasars are compact regions in the center of a massive galaxy that surround what extremely dense objects?
Black holes.
Long before getting into the mobile phone business, what company used the Quasar name for their solid-state color TVs?
What? Verizon?
Motorola. In medieval England, what unit of measure was equal to the length of 3 grains of barley? Brian?
Foot.
No. You can steal.
Bushel? Is it a bushel?
No, it's not a
No,
leaf.
it's not a bushel. Do you know what it is? No. All right, bushel.
Inch. Early explorers sought a water route between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans known by what 2-word? Yes, Matt.
Northwest Passage.
Eventually, a Northwest Passage was navigated in 1906 through what northernmost ocean?
Arctic.
For 40, in January 2010, Northwest Airlines merged with what southeastern-based air carrier?
Delta. Delta. Delta.
That's 40 points. What neighboring land was Sweden forced to give up to Russia in 1814 by... Yes, Josh.
Finland.
In return, Sweden received what other land as compensation?
Norway. Norway.
Yes. What nation did the Congress of Vienna punish for its pro-Napoleon loyalties by taking Norway and giving it to Sweden?
Denmark. Denmark.
That's right, for 40 points. Mercury and aneroid are the two main types of what instrument used to measure air pressure? Brian.
Barometer.
In the U.S., barometric pressures are given in inches of mercury. What is the SI unit of pressure equal to 1 Newton per square meter?
Pascal.
Pascal.
For 40, name for the inventor of the mercury barometer, what metric unit is equal to the pressure exerted by 1 millimeter of mercury? Torr. In the 1940 book title, Carson McCullers noted that the heart is a lonely what? Hidehiro?
Hunter.
A Joseph Conrad novel is titled Heart of what?
Darkness.
And for 40, following on the heart theme, the title of what Sarah Palin book sounds like something you have to memorize?
From the heart.
America by Heart. It is divided into 3 parts, the duodenum, yes, Hidehiro.
The small intestine.
Thank you for saying that. What part of the large intestine shares its name with a punctuation mark?
Colon.
Colon.
Staying with the punctuation theme, which organ at the junction of the large and small intestines can be removed as non-essential if it flares up?
Appendix.
Appendix.
You got 40 points. Very close game. The Russian blue is a breed of cat. I had one named Nikki. The Prussian blue is something entirely different. What is it? Hidehiro.
The color.
Yes. Prussian blue is an insoluble inorganic compound composed of ions of iron and what other ion that's often found in the plots of murder mysteries?
Cobalt.
Cobalt.
Cyanide. His stage name was inspired by a diminutive character of English folklore. Which performer in P.T. Barnum's shows was born Charles? Josh.
Tom Thumb.
Right. The Tom Thumb was also the name of what steam-powered device that lost its first race to a horse?
Train.
Accept it?
Locomotive.
That's right. The Tom Thumb was designed by an industrialist who also founded what namesake private New York college where every student attends on a full scholarship?
Odin.
Cooper Union. That is the end of the round. 310 for Menlo, 350 for Mountain Dew. We'll be back for the final round in just a moment.
Tournament champions will win an all-expenses-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS.
We have a very close match going on here, and in our final round, the point values are 30, and we will put 3 minutes on the clock. Good luck to both teams. Here you go. Virgil's Aeneas flees from what city as it is... Yes, Hidehiro.
Troy.
Right. What waterfowl is the mascot for the athletic teams from the University of Oregon? Brian.
Duck.
At what Civil War battle was Robert E. Lee's trusted Lieutenant Stonewall Jackson fatally wounded in action? Josh.
Chancellorsville.
Right. Which Asian city is both the most populous city on the island of Java and the capital of Yes, Brian. Sorry. It's the capital of Indonesia.
Jakarta.
That is right. What founder of the first permanent European city on American soil was executed for treason 6 years after being the first to sight the Pacific? Josh.
Balboa.
Right. Add the dots on the opposite sides of a die and you'll always come up with what? Josh.
7.
What letter denotes the vitamin naphthoquinone, replaces opus numbers for the works of Mozart? And yes, Zach.
K.
Right. When Curly's wife is accidentally killed on a Salinas Valley farm, George is forced to shoot Lenny. Josh. Sorry?
Yeah.
George is forced to shoot Lenny in what classic novel by John Steinbeck?
Of Mice and Men.
Of Mice and Men.
Right. The highest commercial rents in the world can be found in office buildings along what Paris Boulevard? Zach.
Champs-Élysées.
Right. She was punished one time by Hera for helping Zeus cover one of his love trysts. What nymph later pined away for love of Narcissus until all that was left hit a hero?
Echo.
Yes. The ancient liberties of the City of London are protected in Clause 9 of what legal document?
Magna Carta.
Right. It lies on the Arno River. What city of Dante and Machiavelli was sometimes ruled by the Yes.
Florence.
Right. The disintegration of mothballs is an example of what conversion of a substance from a solid directly to a gas? Zach.
Sublimation.
Right. Curry can include cumin, turmeric, And what most expensive spice in the... Brian.
Saffron.
Right. Thomas Hunt Morgan demonstrated sex-linked traits in what organism of the genus Drosophila? Yes,
Fruit
Ryan.
flies.
Right. What is the name given to the programming technique in which a function is written in terms of itself? Yes, Brian.
Recursion.
Right. Dewey Dell, Vardaman, Ants, Cash, Jewel, and Addie are the main characters in what Faulkner novel that tracks the journey? Yes, Josh.
Sound and the Fury.
No. The Journey of the Bundrans. As I Lay Dying. Against what fierce South African tribe did British troops valiantly resist? Brian?
Hulus.
Nope. Valiantly resist attack at Rorke's Drift.
Zulu.
Yes. In June 2010, which former NBA center was laid to rest in his native Sudan? Yes, Josh.
Manute Bol.
Right. What Calvinist doctrine opposed the church by arguing that man's afterlife was preset and not determined by yes, Zach?
Predestination.
Correct. A Vermont lake is named for what French explorer? Yes, Josh.
Champlain.
Correct. Which West Virginia river with the short but ironic name is believed to be the oldest in North America? Hit a hero.
The New River.
Right. That's the end of the game. 5:50, 7:40. Mountain Dew's moving on.
Go to quizkids.tv to meet our teams, learn more about the questions on today's show, and to get tickets to see the show in person.
Congratulations, Mountain Dew. You're moving on to the Final Four. You are a great team. Menlo, it's great with having you all season, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible. The San Mateo Credit Union. Additional support provided by the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and the Knights Templar. Go to quizkids.tv to meet our teams. Learn more about the questions on